Surge. You remember that part where I said Skywrath is quite squishy? He dies quite fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he might be fast, but he kind of slows down a little bit when he gets hit by that ultimate.
He sure does. Especially if he gets glimpsed as well. Forget movement speed. I'm just displacing him back to where he used to be.
They go for mid. They'll be able to get him as well. Oh, he's not level 6. Nice strike. They find a kill, and they get level 7 on Illidan as a result.
Level 1 liquid fires here as well in 10 seconds. With skeletons popping back up, I'm not sure if they can fully take this tower, but they're definitely doing enough damage to set it up for the next push, for the second push, when the 10-minute catapults come, right? This is what this is primarily about. Yes, a kill on Centaur, but actually we're here to set this tower up for an actual push to bring it down in about 2 minutes or so.
It's also going to force more attention up top, which means they can move elsewhere. BCC's in trouble going the wrong way in the bot lane, but it's the mid we're looking at. They're looking towards Kodos here. BCC, he might fall in the bot lane. They need vision, waveform through. They'll be able to get it. Searches across, looking to escape. BCC, he tricked them correctly. He's got to throw out the Iron Shells. This is greedy, but he won't pay the price.
You sneaky devil.
He sneaks the right way and gets away with it. And now look at the mid. The line has been drawn. Felior, he's clipping his little clappers together. His claws are ready to jump, but Kodos already reads the move. He's moving away. They do have wards, but with the disruptor rotating as well, they can't do much about this. Kodos has kind of reached that point where he doesn't have to expose himself in the lane anymore. You can go and farm and supplement your gold, which is something Skywrath doesn't do very well.
Yeah, Skywrath is a hero that needs to be on map pretty much 24/7. You can't play Fog, you can't play Jungle really, it's not efficient at all. You want to be using a lot of your smokes early on. I would like to see him maybe play with his Sand King a little more. You've got a level 9 Sky. Mystic Flare plus Burrow Strike is such a disgustingly good combo. Moving down bot to find a kill on Dream. They're doing it. They're moving down there. Bottom bounty runes, a kill on Dream, catapult wave coming in. A tier 1 tower, a kill.
The problem is it's all been spotted.
Need.
And this is the perfect to bring in, right? Save comes in, and he's got that save for the disruption if you go for the Mystic Flare. So they have to think about this correctly. Runes are coming up. Top, Illidan goes to the stun. He wants to move past and try and steal this, but Maiden does get the stun out. So it looks like it's going to be 2 apiece. Better for Team Spirit than it was last time when Empire got all 4.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I'm wondering about this Centaur. He's doing decently well on farm, but he hasn't really put too much pressure onto this Wraith. Like, he's put no pressure onto the Wraith King, right? He's been free farming on Illidan. But double braces on Centaur makes me feel like he wants to start playing much more aggressively, or at least try and match what Team Spirit's bringing to the table.
Well, you definitely need it as well against all the magic damage that comes out, right? That magic resistance against the Skywrath, you might feel tanky, but without the braces, you just melt. And there's a rotation. Smoked up. Illidan's gone bot lane. They want to strike. Morphling's the target. They can hit the Burrow Strike, and they'll follow up the Rayfire Blast, but he did start to morph up beforehand. Ice Path is out. Now you can just waveform away. He's a pretty bulky boy. Getting the 1400 HP still. They're chasing, but there's going to be a stun back, not last a long time.
And then mid lane.
And they'll get turned around. Yep, G surround all sides, spreads out the Mystic Flare. Atos a little bit too late. Off the mark, and as a result, there'll be a save. Even Shattered him alive, but G won't be so lucky. Actually, no, they throw down the sides of Eclipse. They're going to glimpse him back. The moon and now Felior. Turn around Burrow Strike. G moving away. King R doesn't have the funnest strike to work with. Needs 2 more hits to get rid of G. Make that free, in fact, with the stick. Turns around, the slow comes out. King R now in trouble. He can't move away quick enough because the Burrow Strike's coming off cooldown. They're going to need an Astral Save. There it is. They'll keep him alive, but no one dying in the mid lane on either side. As Felior can just hide in his Sandstorm and farm up simultaneously.
Who you call a squishy killer pigeon? This Skywrath mage is one tanky bastard. He got 2 usages of the stick there. Velior, nice rotation in, yes, but my goodness, the Shadow Demon had no idea what was going on. He just takes like half of his HP and damage from an Arcane Bolt. He's like, oh god, what have I walked into? This G Skywrath, if he goes into fights now, he is going to annihilate people. My goodness.
We'll see.
1 versus 3 basically, and nearly gets 2 kills.
I mean, he would have got what you saw the misplay, right? With the Atos too late. He's like, Mystic Flare. Oh, wait, I've got an Atos now. And he'll remember this time. Throws out the Mystic Flare. A lot of damage being done to Morphling. Ice Path as well. Getting pretty low, but he did get the Morph off in time. And this is probably why G is likely to build into an Aether Lens next, because you just can't hit him with a long-range silence otherwise. He will find a regen rune, though, so that's a nice constellation prize. All that mana that was burned doesn't matter. Brave King. Oh, he sees Kodos in the mid lane, and he knows that Kodos has no science clips. He just has to run. The Centaur is coming, but he's not as fast as the one on the side of Empire. Speaking of that Centaur, he's getting close into the blink now.
Oh, okay, I needed to check. Okay, there's a fight mid, maybe?
Yep, they're moving in. Felior does have level 6, hasn't leveled the epicenter though, so he doesn't really provide that extra spike. It's just the control, the Sandstorm.
Yeah, I just wanted to check how close that was. It was 1/10 of a second between Morph using Attribute Shift and Silence being used by the Skywrath Mage. 1/10 of a second.
It's a little bit too close for comfort.
It's pretty tight. Because I saw the Silence go off and I thought, yeah, he's fucked. He's a goner. He's dead. And you see his HP going up and up. And okay, well, he was pretty speedy. Finger on the trigger. Quick boy.
It's that moment you activate the anime music, then realize there's no point to anime music. He's literally just standing there, Ruud, taking all the damage. He managed to get that morph off just in time. But I mean, that's what I mean, though. The Aether lens gives you that range that Dream arguably won't be able to respond to, especially at nighttime. There's an argument that maybe you don't want it, though. He's going for the Hex instead. It's understandable when you do have, for example, Velio on the Sand King going towards the Blink Dagger next, and you do arguably have the Ice Path long range. You don't want to start with it, but it's possible you could hit them.
G's just asking, how can I remove 1/10 of a second from the reaction times of the Morphling? Let's get an instant cast Hex so he can't use Attribute Shift.
I mean, that might work out. Once again, he has to get close enough, though. Maybe the key is to strike at nighttime. You're now a makeshift Night Stalker, okay? You can't rely on the day. Just gives him too much time.
Attack from the trees. He's a Monkey King / Night Stalker. Only at nighttime and from the trees.
Jesus. Please don't give them ideas for different ags for Skywrath. Skywrath now flies. I mean, he does. I can't argue with that. Vanskull's in pretty deep, just getting some wards down to here. And Illidan, he did go towards that Midas. He hasn't shown what he wants to do next. Now, he could go for the Blink Dagger, but it does give you that instant stun initiation still on the Morphling. So maybe something like a Radiance would be a good idea in this type of game.
Yeah, it feels like it might just be, especially the way that the Morphling and the OD are actually keeping up in net worth right now. Morphling, I say keeping up, he's top of the board there, but the OD 5200.
This was not how gangs usually work. Velior, he thought he could actually just aggress in return. He almost gets to kill the King Art. King Art! Ooh, the stick will keep him alive. There's been a lot of clutch moments with sticks so far this game.
Yeah, no, that was real close. So Team Spirit right now setting up base camp down bottom. Tier 2 isn't a massively valuable objective, but this area where Illidan is right now, the multiple camps definitely is. Okay.
So G thought he was being really smart there, but there was already a morph up. Dream thought paranoid. Luckily, G did still pick up the rune before getting stunned. But yeah, you're right. Team Spirit's focus is definitely around this area in the bot. Like, it's where Wraith King's been most of the time. And someone else has been here. He might pay a price. Vanskull, caught out by the Blink Ball by Maiden. It'll be an easy cleanup, a kill. He does throw down the Macropar, so he's doing his Jakiro duties. The problem is, he's doing them poorly because that barely touched the creep wave.
It got a couple of ticks in.
Disruptor.
Oh, he dead.
Whoops. 1-2 tap.
Centaur has a stomp
coming up. Oh, wow. They actually just forced out the Stampede. They really want to keep Seiyu alive, but the Centaur, he's coming. He's not the only one of the Centaur on his team. Both sides have one to work with, and Seiyu, he can't get the disruption out in time. He will fall.
A little over-eager there from Team Empire, has to be said. Nice de-warding and warding by the Shadow Demon to actually remove some of the control and vision that Team Spirit have been marking in this Radiant jungle. And then they just push a little bit too far. You know, they get the Jakiro kill, and they move forward. They want the creep wave. They want to shove the wave out. They want to take control of the extra 2 creep camps. And in comes Team Spirit, reclaim their territory. They do have to deal with the triple sentry wards over in the area, though, at this point. As Empire set up for a proper fight down bot, stomps in, Centaur catches the Wraith King, but Illidan has reincarnation here.
Exactly, and they can't get rid of the mana quick enough. They might turn around on the vacuum back into the stomp, turn around with the vacuum, nicely done by Morphling. Buys them enough time to back up here. Maiden doesn't get caught out though. The kinetic field covers his escape. Just a little bit of probing, a little bit of intrigue from both sides. No one falling here though. Although,
a little bit of hokey pokey.
Well, he's gonna go back to hit the tower. He's like, okay, try again. Astra's gonna come up, Fire strikes out, Static Storm down, Centaur trying to move away, but the Atos holds him in place, the disruption to save his life, but will save him for long. The Mystic Flare comes out, gets the kill, and the secondary on a King Ars, he can't move away, Silence Eclipse gets dropped, we'll find the kill to Sand King. They get one in return, but you just invested a Silence Eclipse again. At least this time you got a kill for it, but it's 160 seconds on cooldown. You can't be happy with that, Gareth.
There's BTZ Darks here. The Centaur stomps are connecting on multiple people in the fights with Ion Shell on it. His hero is like standing still AFK while he's fully microing the Centaur, using it more of a hero than his actual hero is. But for sure, you're not defending this tier 2 9 times out of 10. It's surprising to see Team Empire actually go for it because again, it's not a valuable tower for you. It's away from Roshan. It's not the position from which Morphling wants to attack from. If you remember at the end of the draft, Morphling from this Northern Shrine Triangle kind of wants to, you know, project himself down those 4 avenues to top lane, into the jungle, into the shrine, or into mid. He does not want to be coming down to bot lane, which is an extra like 6,000 range to wander down there, miss out on creeps, and come to a fight which isn't worth fighting to begin with.
And
I think Empire were trying to go for this like element of surprise, but Team Spirit have the numbers advantage every single time.
Well, I feel like it was a smart move from Team Spirit, because at this stage in the game, you know no one's really going to roast just yet. You can't get roast. Your opponents can't get roast. You get rid of this tower, it's no longer a variable concern. There are concerns for Seiyu, though. The Centaur spotted him. Seiyu now praying, crying, going, why can't I have a Centaur this good on my team? Because so far, BZZ has actually been role-playing Centaur War Runner better than Centaur himself.
In the words of our Lord and Savior, BSJ, do not play the dead lane. Bottom lane for Radiant is the dead lane. Top lane, Sand King, this is your dead lane. You shouldn't be playing it.
Clovis back. They'll get him. They did commit Static Storm. BCD tries to turn around, but the Stampede is used. They don't hit the ice path because there was no vacuum. It was already on cooldown. Looks like they'll be able to get everyone out. They did just force Team Spirit to fall back. Because there's no longer a tier 2 bot, they didn't really feel bad about this. There's a tier 1 top they need to take next.
Exactly. There's no tier 1 mid, there's no tier 2 bot. Top lane is where Team Spirit want to be right now anyway, so they've kind of been drawn up here. Even though they lose the Sand King, it's perfectly fine. Velio can respawn. He's already more than halfway towards his Blink Dagger, so the teamfight contribution from the SK is going to increase massively in the coming minutes. My one kind of worry, I don't know if worry is the best, my concern, I guess, about Team Spirit is that with all of this map control and all these team fights, they are progressing forward in terms of momentum and control of the map, but net worth wise, it's actually Empire that are leading. Morphling, this late game security, that safety net that they have is still accelerating reasonably quickly, and Team Spirit don't have an exceptional Roche taking lineup. So the advantage they get from controlling Roshan isn't really an advantage if they can't take it themselves. So this all has to be converted into towers, objectives, get that net worth through other means, as well as kills and team fights.
Well, speaking of those towers as well, it's a little bit rough when you consider how many extra towers they've taken to how much the net worth is swinging. Like, Empire still have the lead. And if you think about this, this is a scenario when you look at the map and you see how many towers that Team Spirit still have. If they lose one team fight, just one team fight, which they might if they're not careful, Wraith King in trouble. BKB gets forced out of Kodos. We mentioned he might go for this early, and he did in fact. The Reincarnate is available on Illidan. They'll force it out of him. Ice Perf, fine score, misses the mark of the Ice Path, and now Dream gonna be able to move into the fight. Sidestep comes down, Vacuum Dragon 2 back, Illidan in trouble, turn around, stun's gonna come out, and OD saved by the disruption just in time. Static Storm is down, and Wraith King down for the second time. They'll keep OD alive, he'll finally die, but it's a 2-for-1. 2 cores for the price of 1, in fact, so far. And G needs to get out because Dream's coming in. They pop the Lincolns. Stampede moving forward. Chase it through. Stomp doesn't hit him. Maiden, he makes a big mistake. The Ice Path comes out. Dream down to half HP, but pretty tanky. Will turn on the Van score. Hits him pretty hard, even with this much strength up. Notus comes back. G has to stand and fight, but with the kinetic field down, he can't get away. And Dream says, great. One kill, another kill. I'm just flipping them one after the other because Van score can't get out either. Even if you can get the Ice Path off, good luck catching anyone but as Dream will just run him through and kill him off.
Man, when that vacuum hit Team Spirit, my brain was like, what the hell?
Morphling,
how does this happen? And then I was like, oh yeah, Dream Morphling turns into Darkseer, vacs them back in, sick stuff. Morphling is now online. All he has is a Lincoln Sphere, but he joins a fight, immediately has 3,500 gold saved up, finds kill after kill after kill in that chase. We talked about it in the draft. The BKB from the OD, it was a necessity. It's a requirement. 4-staff BKB was the... I thought Treads, but Tranquil's perfectly good here. Into Force BKB, exactly what Kodos needs to be that almost frontliner. You don't think of OD as a frontliner, but that's Kodos' job this game, is to go in, stack up some int, get some hits in, blow his ulti, and don't really care if you die, because Dream is the one that actually brings that second wave of damage. The main force is the Morphling that comes in on that second wave. And if Team Spirit have bust the majority of their arsenal in that primary engagement, onto an SD, onto a Centaur, who can disengage with Glimpse, with Stampede, the double save from OD and Shadow Demon, Astral and Disruption, extending and delaying these fights. So Team Spirit can't get that burst kill. They can't get that immediate numbers advantage where they slap in, get a kill, turn it into another one, and push forward. Really nice answer there from Team Empire into this aggression. And it feels like the game might start slipping away from Team Spirit, but they've got multiple chances to get away with that kind of fight. Their wombo combo is still incredibly strong. The primary concern is that they need to keep their vision going. They need to have eyes on enemies.
And they're trying to do that. Centaur already knew it was coming. It's pretty obvious, the rest of them on the high ground, but you're right, like this double save, you know, it can work against them. It can be a double-edged sword if you do it too soon, because you think about the layers that Team Spirit have. And let's not overlook the fact we still have yet to see an epicenter out of Velior, right? Because he's only got 1 pointer now. He wants to try and get the level 2. That's a big spike of damage to their team fight if they can get there. But up to this point, Dream ironically proving the nightmare for Team Spirit as he just extends his lead further. They're smoked up. It's their turn to go on the prowl. And Dream will reveal himself. He realized that Fanscore's in the tree line, or someone is. Won't come close enough to pay a price for it. With that Lincolns now, they can't rely on Velior as the initiation.
E-Blade Morph, double Bracer Hood on Centaur, double Bracer on the Disruptor. You've got a Glimmer Cape on the Shadow Demon. You've got all the answers you need, and a Glimpse back on the Dark is going to catch him.
And we'll kill him as well. There's no way he gets out of this. He'll try and mech to buy a little bit of time, but it's too late. The Stampede, the chase full looking more waveform through. Fanscore, he's already dead. Don't blink or you might miss it. At least that Centaur shows the other Centaur he's still beefy enough. Look at the damage these skeletons do to Maiden, actually. Good lord.
He's pinging them. He's not happy about that.
Well, that's what you get for only putting 2 points to retaliate, my friend. You made your choices.
Always forget OD is very good against these summons, right?
Yes, the splash now. You know, sometimes you feel like saying thank goodness they made him a hero again. They remember it's OD, so you don't feel good about it. It's like going, oh, Terrorblade got a butt. Oh.
Ugh. So now we get into the point of the game where you mentioned it, right? That top fight, it was reasonably even. The map control very heavily in favor of Team Spirit, but net worth-wise, pretty balanced. Now, a couple of team fight wins for Empire, and the map is unlocked. All of a sudden, they've got avenues to take tier 1s, take tier 2s, take objectives outside of their sphere of control, such as Roshan, which is definitely a potential in the coming minutes.
Well, they're fancying of taking some Kentucky Fried Chicken right now, because look what they're about to find in the jungle. Clock, boy, clock. He'll actually have his feathers plucked and killed off pretty easily, and that should be the safest area of the map for G right now outside of his actual base. And yet they move in so easily. And BCC, oh my god! Where did he go?
Oh my god!
Level 20 Morphling.
That's a Darkseer. That wasn't...
Not anymore. It's just a flat on the ground now. Fanscore, don't breathe. Just don't breathe. The ice buff goes down. The Magpie as well trying to move away. They hunt. They find Illidan. He activates the shrine, but Dreamer just wailing into him right now. Maiden moving in. The Stampede comes out. E-bladed down. He'll come up again.
Call it.
Guess what?
Call it.
I stop. Static Storm. And Wraith King, not so eternal anymore.
Team Empire's too good. They're too strong. Too powerful.
They have no solution for the Morphling anymore. This is the problem with their draft. Like, you look at what they have, right? It's not like they have a Centaur. It's like, I can stun him without, you know, popping Lincolns, so we can start somehow. Or I've got a Disruptor. Like, this was kind of the beautiful thing. When you look at the way the Empire drafted here, they picked things that not only synergize with the Morphling, but are some of the better counters to him as well.
Absolutely. I said 25 minutes in, right? 25 minutes in, either Spirit are rolling, stomping the game, and they've got the advantage from the laning stage, or 25 minutes in, and suddenly Team Empire have that window open to them where the Morphling's online, the OD's ready in that mid-game power peak with his BKB, his Force Staff, and now the majority of Lincoln's done. It's going to be not only difficult to kill... Oh god, is Sand King done? He's done. Yeah, he's done.
Dream's just showing that he's a better version of every hero on the enemy team at this point. And Velior pays the price for it. I mean, he didn't even try for the Burrow Strike out, which was the interesting part to me. And now they'll just go back to Roche. They're like, okay, there's no chance of a level 2 epicenter, because right now that's the only big boon Team Spirit have, and they realize that they buy back. They'll force them out of the pit.
I thought Morphling might have to go a BKB early this game, and I am going to stand corrected on that one. I'm going to accept the L on that one. He doesn't need it. Dream has just had such an exceptionally good game here. Lincoln's E-Blade, perfectly tanky, and has that early warning system with the Lincolns to know if he's being jumped by the Silence or the Hex. The Hex isn't even here for Skywrath. That's something Spirit desperately need.
Remember how long ago he queued that up? It's been a while.
It was a while, yeah. But it goes back to what you were saying. The Skywrath Mage doesn't have that acceleration method, doesn't have the ability to farm jungle, doesn't shove out waves efficiently at all. He can't insta-clear waves like Alina, for example. Or, you know, someone with a Radiance who can hit a couple of creeps and let it burn. The Skywrath Mage is much more of an arduous process. But Roshan fights, this is something Team Spirit excel at. They still have a couple more chances here with that vacuum combo, with the ability to just wipe Empire off the face of the map. Now it is positioning time. Empire's positioning is key in these fights. If they get caught more than 2 people in a vac wall with a stomp and a Burrow Strike, they might be in trouble. So we've got to see the spread.
Jump in.
Oh, got to see the blow up the Sand King.
Velior! He's already dead. They jump him. The Stampede stop. G's the target. They're going to just trap him inside, silence him up. He can't escape from this. They might have disarmed the OD, but that won't stop him wailing in on him. They get rid of him. Buyback comes out. Stun on the 2. Dream again. Just proving that he is the true Sand King. BCE goes down. Ice Path is there. Mystic Flare as well. Centaur getting pretty low. They might burn through him and kill him off, but what's the price in return? The E-Blade comes out. Skyroth in trouble. Fire Strike out. Dream, he'll just turn around, bring him down as well. The triple kill already. The Sidesteps gets dropped. Illidan still alive for the moment, but not for long. Goes down, ultra kill. Dream moving forward. He wants this. The buybacks come out. He realizes it's not time for a rampage. It might be time to finish Roche though. Backing up a moment. Fan score. Do not go any further forward though. They want King R so badly. The buyback comes out from OD. Centaur has gone back to deal with the pushing because the Skelly Bros are wailing on the tower and on the racks.
Skelly Bros, why are you gonna do me like this?
Oh, breaking. He's got the reincarnate. You don't want to have to pop it like this, though. That would be a little bit embarrassing, a little bit troublesome. And there's the glimpse back. Kinetic field, they're toying with him right now. We don't have to kill you. We can just leave you right on the edge, and there it is. Reincarnate gets popped. 40 seconds on cooldown. They'll get him out quick.
Edging the reincarnation. It's just toying with him.
Just waiting for the moment. Like, if they didn't reincarnate and immediately surge him, you know they would have just trapped him again and slowly whittled him down the second time.
My goodness. Roshan's still alive, half HP inside his little den, wondering what the hell the noises are out on his front lawn. As that battle ensued for a solid 2.5, 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's just stockpiling his resources. He's getting ready to mature his cheddar cheese when the second time comes that someone tries to claim his life. But I think claiming his life once might secure this game right now. Empire with 10k lead already. Looking to finish the deal. Get rid of the big boy in the pit. Save, scout everyone out.
He needs to go in.
He needs to go in. No, the disruption comes out.
Oh my god,
he gets off the stun on the King R. Gonna get him pretty down low, down to half HP. Glimmer Cape trying to get him away with the Stampede. Now he drops the Static Storm. Darkseid in trouble. Gonna go down. Tries to move away, but it's too late. Waveform in, morphing. He's morphing into actually, but no. He turns around just in time. The Fire Strike comes out to clear the target. He might fall for this.